Let me be brutally honest with you. The world does not belong to the wisest. It belongs to the boldest. Time and time again, I have seen fools, armed with nothing but confidence, rise above the truly brilliant. You think life rewards wisdom? No, life rewards performance. Why fools outshine the brilliant? Look around you. Even in my time, I watched men of shallow thought climb to power, while true scholars were ignored. Why? Because men are deceived not by truth, but by appearance. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you truly are. This has not changed in 500 years. Today, influencers without knowledge gain more trust than real experts. Politicians rise not by nuance, but by bold slogans. The world is enchanted by certainty, even when it is false. The psychology of overconfidence. Do you wish to know the cruelest trick of nature? The less a man knows, the more certain he feels. The more a man learns, the more doubt fills his heart. The fool shouts with confidence. The wise man whispers with hesitation. And the crowd listens to the shout. This is why Elizabeth Holmes, with no real mastery of medicine, could convince kings of money to surrender their gold. She acted certain. She played the part. And people hungry for clarity bowed to her illusion. Confidence in politics. In politics, I observed the same disease. The wise see danger. They calculate consequences. But in moments of fear, the people do not want hesitation. They want the voice that says, "Follow me." So they crown the bold, not the brilliant. Even when boldness is empty, it feels like strength. And men follow strength, even when it leads them to ruin. Loyalty and sacred values. But confidence alone is not enough. If you wish to keep power, you must master loyalty. And loyalty is strongest when tied to what men hold sacred: religion, nation, honor. When these are invoked, logic disappears. People will sacrifice wealth, safety, even life itself for a sacred cause. This is why rulers must cloak their ambition in the language of virtue. The crowd forgives contradictions so long as they believe in your mask. Change your mask with the times, and they will call it strategy, not weakness. Deception over force. Hear me well. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Force is costly. Force is obvious. But deception makes men betray themselves while believing they act freely. Frank Abagnale in your age proved this. He wore the costume of authority, and men surrendered to him without question. That is the eternal power of appearance. Boldness and opportunity. Then comes fortune. I wrote that fortune is a woman, and if you wish to master her, you must conquer her with boldness. Do you know why? Because opportunity does not wait for perfection. By the time every risk is measured, the moment is gone. Elon Musk. I would have called him reckless. Yet boldness crowned him. He dared where others delayed, and fortune favored his audacity. How to spot true wisdom. So, how do you distinguish the wise man from the confident fool? Simple. Look at whom he surrounds himself with. The wise man gathers challengers, those who argue, who test him. The fool surrounds himself with flatterers, those who echo his voice. Winston Churchill, for all his faults, sought rivals who sharpened his decisions. Weak princes seek yes men, and yes men are the architects of ruin. Promises and perception. I warned long ago, a prince never lacks reasons to break his promise. Do not be shocked when leaders betray their words. What matters is not the keeping of promises, but the maintaining of perception. If the people feel protected, if they feel recognized, they forgive betrayal. Loyalty does not rest on truth, it rests on illusion. The role of ethical leaders. Now I ask you, what of the wise? Should they surrender the stage? No, that would be the greatest mistake. I wrote, "The prince not to glorify the ruthless, but to teach good men how to survive among them." If you wish to protect virtue, you must learn power. Speak with clarity, command with confidence. Do not abandon truth, but deliver it in words the people can grasp. Roosevelt did this in your Great Depression, Churchill in your Great War. They led not by perfect explanations, but by powerful conviction tied to real action. A future for the wise. Understand this. Intelligence without influence is nothing. Influence without wisdom is destruction. The future belongs to those who join the two, to those who master power while protecting virtue, to those who can outshine the confident fool without becoming one. The fool wins only when the wise remain silent. History belongs to the bold, but destiny favors the wise, if they dare to lead. Call to action. So I leave you with this. Do not hide your wisdom. Clothe it in confidence. Speak with fire. Lead with clarity. For the world will not reward your silence. It will only reward your strength. Like, subscribe, because the next video is the one you'll wish you saw a year ago. And follow Patrick Tionloc for more wisdom that will guide you for a lifetime.